Welcome back. Let's head back out to the Desert Botanical Garden and meet the artists behind this new living exhibit, Wind, Water, and Earth. And it's Natasha and Daniel of WaterLily Pond Studios. Good morning, you two.
Hey, good morning.
Okay, first, where and what is WaterLily Pond Studios?
Well, we'll let Natasha answer.
Where it's in San Francisco, California, and we're a floral art studio. So basically, we're floral art installation artists. So we do artworks made primarily with organic plant materials.
Wow, that's amazing.
Both dry and living.
Yeah. This exhibit here is a living exhibit. And is that usually what you guys work with, the living plants and stuff to make these exhibits?
Yes, it is. We primarily use cut flowers for indoor exhibitions around the world. But this one in particular is extremely interesting to us because we've actually used plant materials directly from the Botanical Garden.
Wow, and it looks so beautiful and so colorful. Okay, let's go through this. This is called Wind, and it actually opens up tomorrow. It goes until February 19th, and then you have Water and Earth coming in. We'll talk about those in just a minute, but let's talk about this Wind one. This is so amazing, and it took a little while to do this, didn't it?
Yes, it certainly did. We've been prototyping it in our studio in San Francisco for many months now, and then got here on Wednesday of last week and have been working with 5 people to construct this piece ever since then.
Wow. Okay, you said something very interesting. You said that you guys use the plants that are at the Desert Botanical Garden. So the prototype was pretty much the same things, or did you have to do it, practice it there, and then come here and put it all together?
Actually, we came here in October and picked up a few sample materials here at the garden, took them back to San Francisco and kind of worked with them there. And then when we came back here this time, the garden helped us to collect some interesting treasures. We call them desert treasures that we actually transformed and used them in this installation. A lot of these materials are actually kind of a compost bin treasures because they were dried and kind of dead. They lived their living life, so we kind of we fixed them up and repaired them and painted them in different colors. So there are quite a selection of botanical treasures here. We got cactus, we got agaves, yuccas, and
Tumbleweeds.
and creosote and various even ever-present palo verde as well.
Wow. Okay, why is it called Wind?
Well, so the series of 3 pieces, Wind, Water, and Earth, are all inspired by natural phenomena of the desert environment. So we were particularly inspired by the hubub dust storms that move across the landscape, and how can we capture that energy and that kind of gesture in a sculptural piece.
Wow, okay.
And so that's informed the selection of materials and the way this piece came together.
Wow, okay, this one...
it's kind of...
I'm sorry, go ahead, Natasha.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just saying it's kind of a gesture of wind. That's what we were inspired by here.
So I think it's amazing. Okay, so now if this one, okay, so this one here took 45 hours, or the whole exhibition took 45 hours?
Well, this one in particular, we've been working with 5 people on constructing it out of individual pieces of material for the last 5 days. So that's quite a number of hours, probably 200 hours or so.
Wow.
Just to put this together.
Well, that's amazing. Okay, Water's your next one, and that one actually will be ready going up February 23rd. And that's pretty neat. Now, what's that one going to be? Can you give it away a little bit, or is it a secret?
Sure, we can give that away. It's it's going to be quite a different piece, whereas wind is this massive explosion of material that's happening overhead. Water is going to be a more subtle piece that's built right into the landscape of the garden in an area where water actually flows through during flooding events. So we were kind of inspired by that, and it's going to be a piece that's going to be 85 feet long.
Wow.
So try to wrap your head around that.
Thank you two for showing it off to us. We're running out of time here, but I don't want to give too much away because I want people to go see all 3 of these exhibits out there starting tomorrow at the Desert Botanical Garden. And thank you two very much for joining us this morning.
Oh,
Thank you so much for having us.
So,
thank you very much.
all right, information is at aztv.com on, of course, the Desert Botanical Garden, and you go to their site, you can find out about wind, water, and earth, which is pretty cool. So, wow, it's so colorful and good.